Okay, why is this, listen, you know how the media can hush up some shit? Why they didn't hush that up? Hmm? Because everything has to be revealed. Everything. Now, they showed the white man putting the money in his wall, which is a great thing. That they showed him doing that because now they can see that white people that's in the church were always an abomination. These are creatures he's talking about. He's talking about white church people that are creatures, senators, they're all the same. The UN, white church people, United States are all one and the same. And he put his money in the wall. He put his money in the wall instead of giving it to the poor. Do you understand? And so people want try to and these black preachers too. See, when we talk about karma and judgment, we talk about these type of people or creatures. Because what you doing putting your money in the wall? You supposed to give it to the people. And isn't that what tithing is or don't to tithe? When I ask for donations, I'm asking for donations to save our lives. And believe me, we don't need to write to the mayors and the senators no more. We don't. We none of our work went in vain. We going to the promised land, but before we do, we have to see all of these creatures. He had nerve enough to put all his money in the wall, y'all. That Steve Olson, that Olson church man. I don't look at the Bible, the church people, but it's just on the news that he's being exposed, and now that happened, they done opened up a whole big huge can of worms on the preachers and the reverends and all that and what they really do. So that's a can of whoop ass right now. Just you know, on national TV they just said, "Oop, Steve Olson has put some money in his wall and he's been hoarding it that whole time, not helping the people, because they're creatures. They're not real. They're not human. I mean."
104. So there's a strike. He paints the word cornudo around his manager as all of the people on strike are acting out. Okay?
Okay, now
This is just unbelievable. Now, what does the word cornudo mean in Italian? Well, I looked it up, and cornudo translates to mean horned. It sounds a little bit like coronata, because remember we did that decode on coronata, and that means crowned. Well, cornuto means horned, which is kind of the same thing, except it's more descriptive. The corn being probably the root word for horn. So, what a creepy movie. What else is there in this movie? Well, we get to 118 minutes in this, which of course is 6 and a 6 and a 6. And here, basically, Omicron explains a little bit more about his mission. And they talk about how he met his end.
Okay, so let me stop this right here, because he's just going to go on and on. And I want you to see some other stuff, really.
And basically, it's about how the consciousness of this guy, his real consciousness, the person inside that was taken over by the demon Omicron, he wakes up and he overpowers the alien demon. Let's read this. Reported immediately to the President, Interplanetary Confederation of Ultra, like MK Ultra, right? Making it clear that this is an exceptional emergency. The explorer Omicron died in the fulfillment of its mission, killed by the carrier creature that suddenly attacked him with an unknown and deadly force called consciousness. Unfortunately, such a force is beyond any control, but whatever its nature, the explorer Omicron, with the authority granted him his rank of space guinea pig, declares that the planet Earth is infected and that its creatures are uninhabitable. Wow.
Okay.
Right? Now, there's one last zinger in this movie that just blew me away.
Okay, it just blew him away. But listen, what he's trying to explain to you is that this is an old movie that came out a while ago, a long time ago, and the movie is saying what is happening right now. So that's basically what he's saying. I don't really want to go into all that and get copyright strikes. Probably already copyright strike already. But anyway, he's just saying that that there was some white people that came here and that they're turning us into demons. Like thirsty, blood hungry killers, because that's what black people are now. What am I saying? Black people. That's what some of our people is, because we've been corrupted by the creatures, right? So and the ones who are corrupted are coons. Those are the corrupted ones that they're talking about that are going to be eaten are coons. People are in the Bible. It's really going to be horrible, because when you live by the sword, you're going to die by the sword. If you're in the Bible, you're going to die in that Bible. You're not going to, be awakened and understand what's going on. You're going to be in that Bible, and somebody's going to devour you because you're in the Bible. You can't see anything. Like that one I was telling you about, watch that Raptor News video where it was just like maybe about 30 black men, and they were all fearful. They're all scary because they're just stuck in this Bible, and they don't have not a clue. They don't have a clue that their neighbors is going to go right through their windows to eat them, because they took the Voom Voom, right? Because when they're gonna, and you gotta see Net Most Wanted, because now he's barely getting into the fact is that about the sale. Okay, he's just barely getting into that. My hair is so big. Lord have mercy. I'm trying to pack it down. Thank you, Inner Light. And you said that my hair was pretty and like my hair. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Anyway, okay, so yeah. So it's just gonna be. It's now what I'm saying. You probably don't believe me. You probably say, "Well, this woman is just lost her damn mind." I know, because it sounds really crazy, but if you understand that there are vampires are real, demons is real, and obviously, you guys seen spaceships. Spaceships exist. So how is it so fanciful about going into the promised land? I mean, you have to go to the promised land. So it's not fiction to go into the promised land. I mean, it's not a far-fetched thing if you know that vampires run this country, and that you can see a spaceship, and that spaceships do exist, right? Okay, well, that's that's almost unbelievable, right? Like a real vampires exist, and werewolves and shit and demons. That's like really, people. It's like, well, that's only in the movies. No, it's in the movies because it's real. It's the reason why they make movies is because it's real. So if that's real, if monsters is real, then how come heaven can't be real? Aren't we good people? We are from heaven. We're not from hell. They're the ones that's from hell. They brought down hell to us. We've always lived in the promised land. So when people say, well, that your promised land story, Kathy, that doesn't sound like it's realistic. That's not realistic. It's realistic if well, it will be realistic when you start to run for your life. When they start to turn, you're gonna be trying to find the promised land. You're gonna try to find the one who is talking about it. Because I'm going to the promised land. Me and all my supporters, Yeshua Pandora, we're all going to the promised land. Okay, and I'm gonna be making some more videos about, just in case they don't give us what we want in time. We already know what to do. You better set your sights on one of those, yeah, because, and then another thing, because obviously if they're going to be dropping and leaving, then everything is going to be left for us to have, because it's ours anyway. We just have to know how to get. See, a lot of people that's standing on the corner with the Bible, they don't know where to run to get away. You have to get in your RV, and you have to get to the nearest nature center. Okay, get to the nearest nature center, because it has, I know, believe it or not, it has Wi-Fi hookup. I know that sounds crazy, but there's nature centers in your area that has everything: electricity, water, Of course, the agriculture, we have to build the agriculture already there, but the nature centers have Wi-Fi, believe it or not. I know that, but we do need the Wi-Fi though. We need that, especially in a time of, we have to get in touch with people. We have to see what's going on in other states and other cities so we can travel and stuff. So it'll be Wi-Fi still there, and we're gonna need that. It's not harmful. That it's that wave link, what is that 5 tower thing? Now that's what's harmful. You know, I don't think Wi-Fi or like internet is harmful when you're dealing with. I'm not talking about phones. I don't think we should be dealing with phones when we get in the promised land. I think we probably should just stay, with maybe the laptop or something. But I think the phones will be too dangerous because once they hit that button, whoever took that shot, that phone is going to activate some sort of weird noise, and you just don't want it around you when that happens because it's linked to the people who took the shot to make them chase people who didn't take the shot. See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta get your sights on an RV motorhome facility nearby, just so you can make sure they're well stocked up. Now, if that parking lot is gone and there's no RVs there, then you got to find someone because I'm quite sure they're buying them all up like crazy right now. Yeah, because because people know what's going to happen. Some people know exactly what's going to happen with these because I mean, obviously it's obvious. Why would they announce? And now they're making people to take the Voom Vooms. Why are they making people take the Voom Vooms? Why? Because the 400-year slavery is over. And everything is going back into reverse, meaning that if you weren't here prior to 1619, you got to go. If you were not here, if your great 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 grandparents was not here prior to 1619, you got to go. So who's going to remain? Animals and black people and black people and gingerbread colored people and animals and plant life. That's it. In the sun and moon and stuff. That's it. That's all it's gonna be because it says he who will remain remains indigenous. The indigenous people will remain because that's what we were here before they were here. And planet Saturn ain't playing. Oh no, planet Saturn is Cain. Oh, they not playing. They already here. They made Dr. Fauci and all of them. Because he said it. Cain said it. He said, you evil. He told Loki. Loki represents the worst of the worst of the white person on this planet. Loki is. And the female too. White female. Because she bursts out of the abomination. Cain was talking to the abomination. And he said, you think you're evil. You wait till my variants get a hold of you. And now you can hear Lisa Haven screaming her damn head off right now. She is so livid with this government because this government is trying to kill her people. Well, they are killing her people. I want to go to Net Most Wanted, but okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make another video so I can show Net Most Wanted, and I have to put it on my Rumble. Oh, my baby's going to wake up. I mean, my grandbaby. Okay, let me go ahead and, I want to show Lisa Haven right quick. Okay, let me just end this video. Okay, she's gonna act up and start crying now. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me end this video right quick. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna end this video. I'm gonna after I get her to sleep, I'm going to make the Rumble video. You have to see it. Okay, I'll be back. All right.